There is a quiet place inside you, isn't there? A space untouched by time, unshaped by words spoken in haste or the weight of expectations. It exists beneath the layers of everything you've been told about yourself. That you are too much, or not enough, that your silence is weakness, your tears a flaw, your joy fleeting and unreliable. But this place, this stillness, has always known something deeper than all of it. It has always known that you were never broken. We carry the belief that we are fractured so deeply that sometimes it feels like truth. We wear our imperfections like armor, convinced that if only we could fix ourselves, become smarter, thinner, more successful, more lovable, then we would finally be whole. But what if the wound was never yours to begin with? What if the idea that you need to be repaired was handed down to you through generations of fear and misunderstanding? That belief didn't start with you. It was passed along like an heirloom wrapped in shame, and you inherited it without ever being asked if you wanted it. Think back. When did you first hear the whisper that you weren't quite right? Maybe it was in childhood, when someone's disappointment felt like proof of your inadequacy. Or maybe it came later, in the sting of rejection, the ache of failure, the silence after asking for help. These moments carved lines into your heart, not because they defined you, but because you were taught to believe they did. You learned to measure your worth by how others saw you, and somewhere along the way, you forgot how to see yourself. But let me ask you gently, who decided what was acceptable in you? Who drew the lines between light and shadow, strength and vulnerability, success and failure? Did you choose those boundaries, or did they come from a world that fears softness, punishes slowness, and mistakes depth for weakness? You were born into a rhythm older than any of these rules, a pulse that beats beneath every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of longing. And that rhythm has never wavered. It has never condemned you. It has simply waited, patient and unwavering, for you to remember it again. The soul does not speak in terms of broken or fixed. It speaks in presence, in stillness, in the quiet knowing that you are already complete. Healing is not the act of putting yourself back together piece by piece. Healing is the slow return to this awareness. It is learning to sit with the parts of you that hurt without trying to erase them, to hold your pain without letting it define you. It is understanding that even in your darkest hours, even when hope feels like a distant echo, the essence of who you are remains untouched. You have carried so much, grief that wasn't fully yours, expectations that never fit, silences that should have been filled with kindness. And yet, none of it changed the core of your being. None of it dimmed the light that lives within you. The soul does not burn out, it does not fade, it waits, it watches, it remembers. Sometimes the most sacred thing we can do is stop running from ourselves. To stop chasing the next version of who we think we should be, and instead turn inward toward the one who has always been here. The one who laughs softly at night when the world is finally quiet, who feels the sky change with the seasons, who longs for peace more than anything else. That one. That is who you are. Not the roles you play, not the masks you wear, not the stories you've been told. Just you. Simple, human, whole. And oh, how beautifully human you are, how full of contradictions and quiet wonders. You can feel both joy and sorrow in the same breath. You can love deeply and still feel alone. You can give endlessly and still need more. This is not weakness, this is not failure, this is life. And in its messiness, it is holy. Let yourself be where you are. Let yourself not have all the answers. Let yourself cry without apology, rest without guilt, dream without permission. The path to healing is not paved with certainty, but with courage. The courage to sit with yourself exactly as you are, to listen to the voice that speaks in whispers, to trust that even now, even here, you are being held by something greater than your pain. There is a design to your life, though it may not look like what you imagined. Every loss, every heartbreak, every moment of feeling unseen, they have shaped you, yes, but not in the way you once believed. They have carved channels through which compassion flows. They have made you softer, more tender, more aware of the hidden wounds in others. You have suffered not because you deserve to, but because suffering is part of being human. And through it you have learned to walk gently in a world that often forgets how. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are unfolding, just as the seasons unfold, slowly, surely in rhythm with something ancient and wise. There is no race to run, no finish line to reach. There is only this moment, and the next, and the next, each one offering you the chance to return to yourself, to breathe, to be. So take that breath, feel it move through your chest, steady and true. Let it remind you that you are alive, that you are real, that you are enough. Not because you've earned it or proven it, but because you exist, because your heart beats and your soul remembers. And that remembering, that quiet, persistent knowing, is the beginning of everything. You were never broken. You were only distracted. Distracted by noise, by fear, by the illusion that you needed to be more than you already are. But now, in this moment, you can begin again. Not with force, not with effort, but with gentleness, with forgiveness, with the simple willingness to be still and let the truth rise. Because the light you thought you lost, it was never gone. It was only waiting for you to stop looking elsewhere and turn your gaze inward, where it has always shined.